everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are having a fun, fierce, and fabulous day wherever you are in the world. The boys just left to go and do some vending at some show in another city, which means I now basically don't have to worry about either one of them while I pack up my entire life and get ready to move to Saskatchewan. So I'm moving to my sister's house in Sask. She's putting me up. It's going to be an opportunity for me to get my life together and to be able to heal. Originally, I was going to try and stay in Calgary, but unfortunately that's just not the case. So I have already started doing my packing and everything, so I'm going to show you guys what I've been up to. So as you can tell, things have been coming off the walls already. I'm not sure if you remember how this all looked in my room tour video, but yeah. So that's all coming down. Still have lots to do, but I cleared out the majority of everything underneath there. This is all stuff that's packed and ready to go, basically. Recycling and garbage. Took down everything up there. I'm slowly working on getting everything out of here, but I need boxes to put everything that's in these drawers into, and I need to grab my suitcases out of the basement still. So there's that as well, but yeah, all the artwork and stuff like that has all been taken down, basically. Cleared out this shelf over here. There's only a few things left in there. Got to clear up this table. These are just like last minute things that will need to go. Obviously my TV still needs to go and everything. I can't show you what's on the screen right now. I'm gonna have to edit that out because yeah, that was bad. But this is what this looks like. So this is all clothes that needs to get folded and I need to pack it into a suitcase. That's all, basically almost all the artwork that was up on the walls and stuff like that. This is all stuff that needs to get packed away in boxes. All my little trinkets and stuff like that, things that go on shelving and all of that kind of shit. This big green thing here, though, this is all going to be donation stuff. That's my sex bag. You don't need to see what's in there. But all of this stuff here is all getting donated, and I think all of that stuff in that blue bag there is also all donation stuff. Those are my stuffed animals that I still need to wash and get those nice and clean and whatever, because they're still dirty from Shambhala, and they've been sitting in the closet for like ever just because I haven't had the chance to really do any of that laundry. And then all the artwork up there has all been taken down and everything. Obviously still need to take down the LED light. I need to take apart the bed and stuff as well, so still lots to do. So now for the reason why I am moving to my sister's in the first place. It all started at Shambhala. I was under the impression that me and the boys were in a polyamorous relationship. When we got to Shambhala and they were spending all this time together and ignoring me, I was getting really, really upset because throughout the entire summer, the two of them were working away in the shop all the time together, getting ready for all these festivals that they had planned for the summer. And so they were getting to spend all this time together, but I never got the opportunity to spend time with we'll say boy B. Like, it was just really, really frustrating because they would go off and do their own thing together and they would leave me at the booth the entire time. And, you know, they wouldn't invite me to come with them or, you know, introduce me to people and stuff like that. And it was just, you know, it was really frustrating because, like, it was my first year at Shambhala. There was, like, 20,000 people there. You know, I didn't really know anybody. I didn't know what it was all about. I knew that I was there to work, but, like, you know, I was basically, like, all by myself out there. Like, I didn't really have, like, very many friends. Like, and the friends that I did have, I couldn't even spend time with because I was busy working the booth. So, I wanted to spend time with the boys, but they didn't seem to want to spend time with me, and I got really upset and I lashed out. And now, when I lash out, I had a mental breakdown, like, over it, and I'm not proud of that. I'm not at all, and I take full responsibility for that. Um, and apparently, it caused them a lot of trauma. So when we got back, we tried to have a talk about everything and whatever, and they said, well, we don't want to date anymore, but you're still a part of the family, you're still a part of the pack, like, we still want you here and whatever. So, it made me feel a little bit better, and, we were able to talk all of our feelings out and stuff, and, work out things that we could do to try and make things better, going on walk and talks, if there was an issue or something like that, you know, um, so that we weren't in such close proximity to each other, and like we could think logically and bilateral stimulation and all of that kind of stuff. So, all of these things were put in place, and then they did none of it. I was alienated. I was made to feel less than. I got told that my voice triggered boy A, to the point where said he made new rules that, like, if he's in the kitchen, that I can't be in the kitchen. If they're in the living room, I can't be in the living room. That I needed to put soundproofing up in my room. That I had to, like, lower my voice so that he couldn't hear me and stuff like that. Like, absolutely ridiculous. But the thing is that I did all of that all because I knew that what I had done was wrong, and the way that I dealt with that situation was wrong. So I did it because I was trying to make up for the fact that I had screwed up. But the thing is that it just kept on happening over and over and over again, to the point where, like, I didn't feel like I belonged here at all. And when I would try and bring up these issues to boy B, who is dating boy A, he said, it's not a me problem, it's a you problem. But it's like, you were the one who asked me to come and live here. You were the one who came to me and said, yeah, move in. I think this would be good for all of us and whatever else. And now your boyfriend is treating me like fucking garbage, and you're not standing up and saying that's not okay. And if you are, I'm not seeing it, I'm not hearing it, and I'm not seeing a change. And this continued to happen. Eventually, I just got sick and tired of it, and I blew up again, and I lashed out. And again, not fucking proud of it, not happy with the way that I dealt with it. Definitely working on that big time. Yet again, taking full responsibility here for my part in this. But I lashed out again, and at that point, they gave me like a 90-day eviction notice, basically. But the problem that I have, and the reason why this hurts so much, is because I bent over backwards for these people. I took care of the house while they were gone on all of these trips. I fed their dog. I took their dogs for walks. I helped keep the house clean. I worked super, super hard on the things that I could do for Shambhala. I got him his first 100 goal 5-star Google reviews. I did all of these things for him, and I just felt like I was getting shown the utmost disrespect and no appreciation for the hard work that I was doing, and trying to stay out of the way, and trying to be silent, and putting up soundproofing, and trying to be quiet, and putting my schedule on my bedroom door so that they could see when I was filming things, when I was working, when I was doing things, like the times and everything, so that, they knew what was going on, so that I could continue to live my life and they could continue to live theirs, and there was not going to be any, conflicts or anything like that. Like, I did all of the things that they fucking asked, and they still made me feel like a piece of garbage. They still alienated me. They just made me feel like crap. And then when all was said and done, all they could do was talk about how much they couldn't wait for me to move out so that they could just have their own space back, so that they could do their own thing. Meanwhile, the things that I was going through in my life, I had lost 2 jobs due to corporate takeovers. And because I was within my 3 months, they can let you go for whatever reason. The first one, however, I found out the reason why they let me go is because I was making $19 an hour. And they wanted to hire somebody cheaper. The second one, they didn't give me any reason whatsoever. And then on top of that, I was dealing with the fact that I had 2 failed relationships on top of everything else. And 2 people that couldn't care less about the way that they were making me feel. And it took me to a place of like feeling suicidal, feeling like I wasn't enough, feeling like I didn't matter, like I didn't have a place in the world. And when I tried to express that to them, they didn't care. So, constantly used as a maid, no appreciation shown for all the hard work that I had done for them and with them. I was brought in, told that I was going to be a part of the pack and that they wanted this relationship and whatever else, and then completely ignored like I didn't exist. I was the shiny new toy for like 2 weeks, and then it was like, okay, put him to work. That's how it felt. I felt like the only time that I would ever get to spend with them is if I was like working for Boy B. And that sucked because like I had my own interests, I had my own things that I wanted to work on, but it was all about him and his own business. That's the only thing that he cared about, was him and his business and making money. And if you weren't working with him on it, then you didn't get the privilege of spending time with him. And for someone who had just come out of a 9-month relationship, looking for, somewhere to feel like they belonged, and to have somebody give you that sense of security and then rip it out from underneath you by their behaviors and the way that they treat you. It's a messed up thing, for sure. So, here we are, moving out in 2 days, packing up my shit, getting away from these toxic people that only give a shit about themselves and their business and making money, to being free and focusing on myself and being a little bit more selfish with who I give my time and effort to, and protecting my peace above all things. This new era for me is fuck that shit, no boys, and peace above everything. So, there you have it.
Well, good morning, everybody. It is Sunday, which means it's moving day today. And as you can see, the bedroom is empty. Nothing but my mattress and stuff on the floor, and a few small things that I need to pack away on the desk. And then I've got all of that and this to pack away in a truck this morning, which will be here in like 2.5 hours. So
with my mother. And then me and Zach will be packing up the truck, and I'll be heading off to my new place of living, which I'm I'm kind of excited about. I'm also nervous. I'm also kind of sad because it's the first time I'm leaving Calgary in like 7-8 years. And I've been trying to move away from here for a really long time, but I've met some really, really incredible friends and family here and stuff. And so, you know, it does kind of suck a little bit because, you know, it's like, I've known these people forever, you know what I mean? And, oops. I have known these people forever. And so, you know, I really didn't want to have to leave, I guess. And the big issue that I'm really having is the fact that the people that I met here in the pup community really, really mean the world to me. Kit, especially, because he was the one who brought me into the pup community, showed me what it was all about, introduced me to other pups in the community, and really kind of just took me under his wing and was there for me in some of my darkest times. And so, you know, for me, it's sad because I'm having to leave such great friends behind. But in the spirit of starting fresh, it is much needed. So, anyway, I guess the next time you'll see me will probably be on the road, on our way towards Saskatchewan. So we'll see you soon. Wish me luck. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is what it is going to take, is how many suitcases it will take for me to pack up all of my shit. Oh joy. Well, to pack up all of my clothing anyway. And maybe a few other little odds and ends here and there, but yeah. Yay to moving. Alright, well, I'm in the truck. Mom's driving. She doesn't like being on camera. But we're in the truck. It's all packed up. We're gonna go and fuel up, and then we are going to stop at Tim Hortons, Canadian Classic, and get some breakfast and some coffee. And then we are heading out of town, and we have a 7.5 to 8 hour drive ahead of us. And poor mom has no cruise control, so she's pissed. So, yeah. Anyway, new life, here we come. So I'm at Tim Hortons. It's taken like 20 minutes to get my food, to the point where my coffee was cold, and now they're remaking my coffee. But I finally had my food. This trip is off to a great start. I also knocked over a pot filled with dirt all over the stairs while we were packing up the truck. And then I got hit in the head with the door immediately after, so this trip is off to a great start. Well, we are about halfway there, and my sister, who I was supposed to go and stay with, her husband decided to change his mind. So halfway there, I got told to turn the truck around and go back home. So now, having to stay on my mom's couch for a couple weeks, I need to find another job in Calgary, apparently. And my parents are going to try and find me an apartment and put me up in it. as soon as they possibly can. But this is bullshit. My sister literally and her husband just fucked me hardcore. We literally drove 4 hours in this fucking truck with all of my shit in it for 4 hours for no fucking reason. For them to tell us halfway there to turn the truck around and go back home and that I couldn't come and stay with them. Like, fucking so stupid. So now I'm fucked. Even more than I was before, which is great. This adventure of life is so fucked. Hello everyone, present me, editing the video that you are watching right now. So, after this previous clip, I just want to explain a few things because I realized that I didn't really go very in-depth as to what just happened. So basically, like I said in the clip, we drove for 4 hours in the U-Haul. And then I got a phone call from my sister saying that apparently her husband says that I could only stay there for 6 months, is basically what they said. And the reason for this is because apparently his daughter is pregnant and they have a child on the way, which was not expressed to me before we made all of these plans for me to be able to move out there. I knew his daughter and her baby daddy, or her boyfriend, I guess now baby daddy, but at the time what I understood was just a boyfriend, were going to be coming back and staying with them as well. That I was going to be taking the spare room, they had the basement, and that was all going to be fine. So when they called to tell me that she was pregnant, that they have a kid on the way, and whatever else, I was in absolute shock. Because they knew this information and decided not to disclose it to me. I said that was perfectly fine, but I don't understand why I can only have 6 months. They're like, well, we don't think that you want to be listening to a baby scream and whatever else and all this other kind of shit. It's like, that would have all been nice to know before I fucking packed up this truck, spent all this fucking money to move, you know, and then I get halfway there and you decide to call me with this information and then tell me that I only have 6 months. So you're saying that I could have moved out there, you weren't going to charge me rent, plus also you said that there's no jobs really available out there, which is part of the reason why you weren't going to charge me rent, because you wanted me to be able to focus on my career and doing the things that I wanted to do to make sure that I could, you know, eventually, you know, have the certifications and everything I need to have the career that I wanted. Now you're telling me that I only have 6 months. Explain to me how in the fuck, in 6 months, I'm supposed to come up with enough money to move to a different city when there's no jobs available in the town for me to have a paycheck to save money with. I had no idea where I was going to live. I didn't have anything going at the time. I was working my tail to the bone, but I was just barely making enough to be able to cover the cost of where I was living at the moment. And now, 4 hours in, you're going to tell me that you're derailing all the plans that we had made, all the expectations that I had. You're going to just blow it all up. Like, you don't need this shit. I didn't need that shit. You screwed me. And then I had to go and live on my parents' couch for 2 weeks while I looked for a new place to live, while I tried to find, figure out what I was going to do for work and stuff like that, making sure that I had enough money to make sure that I could make this move possible and make sure that I could pay my rent, my bills, and have groceries. Like, you screwed me. So, I don't understand how somebody can say, you know, oh, we don't need this crap from you. We don't need this negativity when you're the one fucking up. I never would have gotten mad had you guys not changed the plan to begin with. Anyway, here's the rest of the video.
All right, so here we are at U-Haul, and as you can see, all of my stuff is going into a storage unit at the moment because I have nowhere to put my stuff because obviously my sister fucked me out of a place to live. So I am currently loading my stuff into a storage unit at the moment with my mother, and then we're going to look at a place at 3 o'clock today, and then we have another viewing tomorrow at 3 o'clock as well. So slowly but surely, things are moving in a forward direction, but I will tell you right now, it is taking its toll on me because, like, I had a place to live, everything was going to be fine, and then my sister had to fuck me over and tell me that I could only stay there for 6 months, and there's no work in town, so I don't know how I was supposed to save any money. I was supposed to be living out there for free for a couple of years so that I could go to school. So that plan has all changed. I now need to find another job. I need to find a room to rent back here in Calgary, even though I don't want to be in Calgary. The whole point of me leaving was so that I could start fresh in a new place, but no such luck. So anyway, I gotta go. I gotta finish loading up this fucking storage unit and then go and look at a place. If you want to know what 15 hours in 5 days of sleep looks like, you're looking at it. I am emotional. I am delirious. I am lashing out at my parents for the smallest little triggers, and I am not okay. I need some fucking proper rest. And I need my stress to go down. Because I'm on the verge of a full shutdown. Like, major. Full shutdown. So, I just want to give everybody an update. I am back at my parents' and I am okay. I've had a nap. And I've been able to get some rest. The stress that I have been going through the last few weeks had just really hit me hard. And it's been a ride, but I'm okay. My parents are taking very good care of me, and I'm all right. So I don't want anybody to worry. I love you guys so very much, and thank you for reaching out and asking if I'm all right. I am okay. Just a couple more days and I'll be in my new place, and I'll be able to finally be settled. So thank you. I love you guys. Hi, present me again. Okay, so where do I put you? Try and put you right up here. There. All right, so basically what had happened before that clip was taken was I completely disassociated to the point where I don't remember what I did. My mother had to inform me of what had happened. Apparently, I disassociated so bad, I got into an argument with her, and I tried to jump out of the car while we were at a red light in the middle of the fucking road on a busy street. Like, could have gotten hit by a car, could have, like, had something bad happen to me. Like, I disassociated that badly. And it was not okay. The only thing I remember was the beginning of the argument and then coming to, and I was in a Tim Hortons yelling on the phone at her
for her to come back around and come and pick me up. Like, I was so gone. Like, so insanely gone. I don't know where my head was at, like, at all. And it was, like, one of the most scariest times of my life. Like, seriously. Like, I just... just talking about it right now is, like, crazy. But, on with the rest of the video. So, here we are again, back at U-Haul. Today, I move into my new place. We were able to find me an amazing room to rent, twice the size of my old space, actually, which is going to be absolutely epic, because I'm going to have way more space to do studio work and to film videos and everything, which is going to be absolutely incredible. I'm so looking forward to it. The only problem is that if you guys remember my loft bed that I had, so unfortunately, it is too big for the room. Well, not so much that it's too big, but I wouldn't actually be able to climb up into it and be able to, you know, technically be able to sleep in it. However, the one thing is that I will be setting it up in my room because I can still use it for the desk space underneath, and also maybe put a fun swing underneath it, if you catch my drift, for the spicy site. So yeah, so it's all coming together. I'm moving today, and then I have an interview as well, so I'm still looking for another part-time job at the moment, and hopefully that is gonna come through for me so that I can actually be able to supplement my income, as it were. So it's a work in progress. But today is a good day. Today is a very good day because I am finally gonna have my own space again, and I'm not gonna be around toxic fucking assholes that treat me like garbage and that alienate me and make me feel like a worthless piece of shit. So that's lovely. So yeah, I am very much looking forward to this new chapter in my life. That is for damn sure. Speaking of, this is my unit. And there it is. All my shit. All of it. My bed, my TV, all of my clothes, everything. So, let's get to packing. And that brings us here. To where the room is finally set up. I am finally at peace. I have to tell you, this was one of the most difficult challenges I have ever faced. Big time. It took a lot out of me. And I wouldn't have been able to do it had I not had my friends, my parents, and all you beautiful people that watch my videos, that watch my TikToks, that comment on my social medias. You guys keep me going, and none of this would have been possible had it not been for all of that. I am nothing without the people around me that support me and that lift me up and that remind me of who I am and what I'm capable of. because sometimes I forget. I love you guys so, so fucking much. You have no idea. I am so grateful to have this platform, to have YouTube, to have people watching my videos, to support me the way that you guys do. You guys are absolutely amazing. So with that being said, first off, thank you for watching today's video. Thank you for watching all of my videos. Thank you for supporting me. And until I see you guys next time, have a fun, fierce, and fabulous day wherever you are in the world. And remember, you're beautiful, you're capable, you're worth it, and you're enough. And I love you so fucking much. Bye, guys.